Kind of can't believe I'm starting another one. But I learned some things. Um, Unfortunately, I have no means by which to weigh. I have no means by which to weigh. Nor measure airflow, resistance, whatever. So everything has to be somewhat intuitive. Really, the only thing that I can measure is size. And the air fans out more than I expected. So I have to make it wider. And I have to make something that is flexible enough in design, well, easy enough to actually do in a day, and flexible enough to create more resistance if I need it, and to reduce resistance if I need to, with some degree of accuracy, meaning that last one was made with essentially 16 spokes, whereas this one's going to be made with 60. So, let the games begin.
Cattle mutilations are up. Don't. Okay, here we go. Martin, that video. Let's look at all eight of them. You know what, come on, fine. You are clear all the way up to the metro.
Hi, my name is Werner Brandon. My voice is my passport verified. There's a 3-foot area in the corner just outside the sensor's range. Good.
Seriously? Carl, how's the weather?
98.6 and holding.
We got body cam crease. Go.
Once again, I am so sorry about dinner.
No, it's really delicious.
No, no. I overcooked the carrots.
No, I like them. They're lazy and squishy like that. That's cute.
Oh, watch this.
Great. Great. Great.
He did. Play dead.
Great.
I designed the voice recognition chip.
What a thing to do. Better just make a quick phone call.
Sure, it's in the bedroom.
Upstairs?
Yeah, just go upstairs, and then you walk straight forward. And the first one is the closet. Oh, Pooch. Look what you've done to Doris's purse. What do you say we go for a ride, Doris?
I don't believe. Now what do you say? The NSA killed Kennedy? No, they shot him, but they didn't kill him. He's still alive. That's it. I got it. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You just do your job. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay, fine. It was the same people who framed Pete Rose.
Boy, this was fun. Have a good night.
So before I carry on with my art project, time dictates that I now go make my outing to the store to get, yes, cigarettes and maybe a gallon of water. I have 2 gallons. That'll probably do. I gotta go to the bank tomorrow to cash a couple checks, so I'm gonna have to use quarters and dimes. Takes this many to get one of these. This is 60 centimeters. I changed, let's see, this is the the Christmas plan. It ended up different. So this one I'm being a little more strict about, but not totally. I'm not using like all rational trig or whatever like I often like to do. I'm just using flat out engineering measurements and so on, so I can template the whole thing right here. My initial drawing, this height was 10 and this height was 10. This is my side view. This is my top view. But because I'm more or less building in a sphere, my side view and top view can overlap, and 11 inches lined up nicely here, so that when I cut out this ring and I cut out this ring, they're right side by side. Just seemed appealing. And then this is 9 inches, so that creates that step a little more. But then this is still 5. This is still 2.5, and then this is 1.5. Though this is the top. I don't know if I'll do anything up here. Maybe I'll just put a little marble. These parallel lines would be my side view of my supports, except they won't be this thick. That's the side view. They will be, whoops, they will be this long. So they'll be this long. But then they'll be, instead of going like this, they'll be curved. If I made them this long, they'd stick out on this one. So I'm making it with the shorter. And I marked out my measurements of how big my little pieces had to be for my little rings. So basically, these side view slices, like this slice right here, the very bottom hemisphere, is this outer ring. This next slice here, even though it's up just a little more, because it's 11 centimeters instead of 10, that's this ring. And then this ring will be here and here. This will be here and here. This will be here and here. So that essentially has all my measurements that I need. The only thing I'll need to do that's not on this sheet is get some wax paper, trace this angle, make the base this long, so it's going to come out, say, somewhere about here maybe. Draw that, make my templates for each of those, and then for each of those cut out 60 pieces, and those will be what goes from ring to ring at an angle. I was going to make them at an angle, like at an angle and at an angle, but then I realized I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible so I can actually potentially get it done today, and it's already like after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been dragging my feet. I got up kind of late, well, 9:45. And that was just because my mom was knocking at the door to give me a present that my brother had mailed to her with their presents, and a present for my grandmother. Anyway, time dictated. I go now. Got 50, but I'm gonna put in 51 for good measure. Another synchronicity.
And here we are.
By the time I actually left, it was 3:18. It's 4:14 now. 4:14 is DAD, which is Dad. My dad waved at me from the car when my mom dropped off the present. And then I shut the door. Here we are. I just got back. Well, I made a cup of tea.
For me, it's a perfect amount of glass.
Not gonna smoke on film. Try not to.
Hello, you're Lewis, I presume. How was your trip?
This old hag is my next door neighbor, Mrs. Florence Zimmerman.
I'm relieved to see you didn't inherit your uncle's freakishly oversized head.
Huh, says the woman who literally looks like a Q-tip.
Oh, look, the giant head is angry.
Okay,
It's nice to meet you.
I picked up this leaf along the way. They're a popular shrub, and
One by one, all crumbled up and shoved into your pants.
when they dry up or when they freeze, they curl up like this. I burn them like incense. I burn them like incense. They have a weird smell. It's almost like, I guess, you know how people burn sage or whatever. It's a nice incensey smell. I've made videos with them before. The smoke's really weird. Makes you sweat if you get it on your skin. Makes your skin sweat a little bit. I've noticed. But anyway, what's interesting is that these bushes don't lose their leaves in the winter. Uh-oh. I'm doing it upside down. Right side up again. Nope, now I'm upside down. Right side up again.
Here, take that back. I have a tissue around here somewhere. Hold on, sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't realize the fall was emotional significance.
Kind of calming. Am I going? It's kind of calming. Really pleasant smell, but too much of it
Hold your horses, you scarecrow.
tends to go out on its own when it's just right. I don't know if it's good for you or
Calling
not.
that a poker face is an insult to faces.
Anyway, oh yeah, and sometimes it'll travel down. Sometimes the smoke will travel down this canal.
Oh, he wins. Again.
You're hustling me. You've played before.
I haven't. I swear. Beginner's luck, I guess?
Well, I'm gonna drown my sorrows in some hot cocoa. You want some?
Yes, please.
Florence?
Delighted.
Get your own.
Joe can die.
So how long do you live next door to Uncle Jonathan?
Oh, we've been friends forever. Ever since I came here. Ran here. Actually. From Paris. After the war. And no. To answer that look you're giving me, your uncle and I aren't anything kissy-faced.
Rose!
The worst platonic.
That's right. Look, your uncle drives me nuts.
Anyway, what's cool about this?
Gotten me out of more tough scrapes than I care to mention. I've found that all one really needs.
This is what my brother
world
gave me.
is one good friend.
It's like this micro hoodie.
You've got lots.
I didn't even know such things existed.
Tons. All my friends are really great.
What's cool about that is an evergreen is like there's all kinds of non-pine or non-coniferous shrubs that don't lose their leaves in the winter. So evergreen might mean something different, and that's connected back with the whole wild carrot, bird's nest, Queen Anne's lace thing, which is piney. Queen Anne's lace, second year. When you bite into it, it's all terpenes and terpenoids and pinene and tastes like a little Christmas tree. It is the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Which goes all back to everything I do. And the Underground Railroad. How far back in time? I guess if my last videos I made, that one kind of reminds me of the Texas Capitol building. Because on the inside of the dome of the Texas Capitol building, it's like a blue circle with a red star. So it ties in both Queen Anne's lace, wild carrot, which supposedly originated in Turkey, with the colors of a wild turkey, even though wild turkeys are from the States, but the name turkey comes from guinea fowl
Big day, first day of school. How'd you
that
sleep?
were named turkeys because
Fine. How did you sleep?
Turks
Peachy, like a baby.
or
Like a big
Turkish
peachy baby. Okay,
folk
off you go, knock him dead.
traders in the Mediterranean used to trade them. So those were called turkeys, the guinea fowl at one point. And then when people came over here, because of the similar coloring of the head, those were called turkeys. So like all these different things come together, but yet it relates back to Persia.
Mark, let's make a decision.
Which is now, Turkey, Iraq, all that, but Turkey. And then, of course, the big archaeological find of this day that you hear a lot about is Gobekli Tepe. Gobekli Tepe. I can't remember Gobekli if it's Gobeg or Gobek. Either way, if that's a K or a G, pull it out, and what do you get? Gobble, teepee. Gobble, turkey. Teepee, Indians. Thanksgiving.
We're even teams now.
All in Turkey.
Maybe next
And if you
time,
look at
make
one
it
of the
better.
most famous
Or just bigger. Just bigger.
artifacts that's been shown around the internet,
Fine.
it's
Right.
this
Come with
stone,
us. You can't play, right?
and there's like what Graham Hancock has identified as a man bag. That's identified all around the world. And then in other parts of Persia, with those famous Persian, quote-unquote, Babylonian beings with the big beards and the wings. What has a beard and wings? A turkey. Turkeys have beards. Anyway, it has a man bag, so what we see as a bearded man could also be a bearded woman. And then there's this strange bird. You say, oh, it's this kind of bird, oh, it's that kind of bird. It almost looks like a cartoonish figure in the bottom, I think bottom left of that artifact. Yay big, however big it is. But it's got something drooped over its nose. It's a turkey. And the man bags are purses. Persia. Turkey. Time travelers. The planters. They weren't necessarily from there, but they came through there. They came through everywhere. They made everything.
Can you pitch?
In Turkey,
No, not very well.
the name of a turkey
I'll take what I can get.
is Hindi.
Come toss me one.
India.
Come on.
India. Which makes that whole straight hair
What are you doing
Indian
here?
connection,
Where are all your friends?
the
Football
Pacific
practice.
connection.
Can't play. Can't do anything. My buddy's just warming the bench. So, you're new in town. Where do you live? Kind of this big old place on the end of High Street. Wait. You live in the slaughterhouse?
And then when you get there, there's a
sorry.
certain
What?
god.
Someone
There's a
got
certain
died there.
god in
Now it's
India. I
haunted.
forget the
Well,
god's name.
everyone
I've
says
mentioned
so.
it.
Have you
Mentioned
seen
the
anything
god's
creepy?
name before.
No.
Starts with an M.
Last
either
night I
like
thought I heard something, but it wasn't
M-
anything. It was just my
Mar,
uncle. What was he doing? You know, just sort of wandering around.
not
I think he
Marduk
was
or
looking for something. Maybe he was looking for an
Maruga.
axe.
Maruga,
It's his
maybe?
house.
Maybe Maruga.
Why wouldn't he know where some
Maruga.
axe is?
Maru.
Maybe he hid it from the police after the
But
last
anyway,
one.
it's this god whose symbol is
Look,
the
I'm
peacock
just trying
and
to
a
help us
rooster.
both out.
Now, of course,
You can't vote for
this
me if you don't
particular
vote.
god also has a blue face, like a turkey. But anyway, you split the difference between a rooster and a peacock, you get a turkey. I mean, symbolically, whatever. Take a rooster and a peacock, split the difference, you get a turkey. So that myth has something to do with that god who disguises itself as a peacock, blah, blah, blah. But then when St. Thomas, and there's like seven churches to that St. Thomas established
Your dad and I, we'd give
in India. So of the disciples, St. Thomas went back to India. So everything points to Turkey, and Turkey points to India.
Uncle Jonathan, he seems nice. Just
So we can imagine everything, and all these Christs having come from Krishna.
it's okay.
But then why did the Magi's come?
This house is scary and old and scary. And there's all these
Because there was a
blocks.
problem
I see you're
back
stuck
there.
out the corner of
The
my
caste
eye.
system, which was set up and is real. There really is a caste system. But the institutionalized caste system is incorrect. The real upper class is everywhere.
Sorry, sweetheart, but you're in danger.
Everywhere. There's nowhere that they're not.
What danger? What do you mean?
They're on the streets.
Have to be brave.
They're in food service.
No, this is me. I'm not brave.
They're janitors. They work in machine shops. They're pilots,
First you get the book,
captains of
then
ships,
you get the key.
work at fast food restaurants,
What are you
leaders of the
talking about?
world, maids, nannies. They're everywhere. Interspersed. But the institutionalized caste system's wrong. That's why St. Thomas had to go back. The message that built that religion, because the people came, built that religion, left, went to the next place, built the next thing, built the next thing, kept moving, kept moving, kept moving. But the religion and the institution and the traditions stayed. But they've all become corrupted because the people who understood what they were doing left. But they're fixing everything to save the women, the children, the animals from butchery, the weak men from butchery, and also to save the butchers, the bad people too. But it's more than just that. But that's a way of looking at it. And them knowing the future, we're able to build this whole thing. Which is why when it all comes out, just humans on humans, and I don't focus on that. Human violence toward human violence, still a problem. still a problem. But then also the animal stuff. But when it comes out, I can envision, man, I'd love to see it, but I'm also really impatient, so it might not happen for 50, 150 years. 2045 is supposedly the bulls are freed in 2045, I don't know. That also means the taurines and the duals. Right now, the thinkers are freed. The Aries are free now. The Tauruses will be free 2045, supposedly, which means the doers of the vision. I'm supposed to make it till then. But we can imagine when every Christian finally just stops eating meat, almost overnight, in the world. It's a lot of people. It will be a major spiritual. So many bad dreams will go away. Because so many bad dreams are that psychic douche, 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 tidal waves. Rivers of gore. Anyway, to seal this whole thing up, talking turkey. We're talking turkey. Kill turkey.
No, how did they attack you? If they do attack you, then we're not supposed to say sorry. I had to see that. Is this place haunted?
Tom.
Are you gonna axe murder me?
Saint Tom.
What? No.
Saint
You're gonna
Thomas.
axe murder me, aren't you?
What's the name of a male turkey?
What's going on?
Tom.
Well, one thing's for sure, the house likes you.
Houses
Sorry
don't
I'm being
anything.
like that.
They're
I
houses.
just get that way sometimes.
On the end of High Street. Wait. You live in the slaughterhouse? I'm sorry. What? Some old guy died there. Now it's haunted. Well, everyone says so. Have you seen anything
Forgot
creepy?
what I was doing.
No. Well, last night I thought I heard something, but it wasn't anything. It was just my uncle. What was he doing? Just sort of wandering around. I think he was looking for something. Maybe he was looking for an axe. It's his house. How would he know where some axe is? Maybe he hid it from the police after the last murder. Look, I'm just trying to help us both out. You can't vote for me if you don't have arms. Come on.
Louis. Thank you. I missed you so much.
I miss you too, Mom. A lot.
Your dad and I, we'd give anything to be with you again. You know that, right? So, how are you making out? How do you like Uncle Jonathan?
He seems nice. Just
What? Hey. It's okay, you can tell me.
this house is scary and old and scary. There's all these clocks and I see weird stuff out of the corner of my eye and I almost feel like that Uncle Jonathan's hiding something.
That's because he is hiding something from you. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but you're in danger.
Danger? What danger? What do you mean?
You're gonna have to be brave.
Mom, this is me. I'm not brave.
First you get the book, then you get the key.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, this is more like the White House thing. Or Queen Anne's Revenge 2. QAR2. Part 2. measurement. To do.
It's me! Bad boy! I said yes, go! Go on, go on, get!
Maybe I won't get this done today. I made my template pieces. I thought I was right, but I'm not. Because I have a hard time thinking in 3 dimensions. These pieces would work.
Harvey, that's not funny. It is from here.
If they were going straight.
Come on, smart
I
guy.
thought I accounted for the curving,
When are we gonna wake up?
but I didn't.
How about this one?
So if I
The
turn
Lammy
it,
said it's a kid's grip. I don't want to raise up a kid.
things won't meet.
It's creepy that you know that.
I also might not get this done today. This will be 60 pieces by 4 layers. Haven't decided to do with the small part of the top yet.
Nice trick with the book,
60
boy.
pieces,
I know
4
that's you.
layers.
It's
So
not.
it's 240 pieces.
Is that it?
Figured out,
Yeah,
drawn,
I think so.
cut,
Come on.
attached, dried. It's possible. Depends on my glue and my attitude. And if I can figure this shape out. Wish me luck. So, the good news is I figured out my new shapes. These little guys. Figured out my new shapes. The bad news is my downstairs heater broke. And I was debating whether like tearing it apart and trying to fix it. But looks like I'm gonna have to break out the checkbook and go up to Walmart. I was gonna go to Claremont tomorrow and go to Walmart, hit the bank, maybe get an oil change. Guess I could still get the oil change tomorrow. It's gonna snow tomorrow. My tires aren't good, but I got 4-wheel drive. But like braking. Really don't want to spend the money. But I also don't want to waste time trying to fix something that's broke. The one I had downstairs, the one I have up here is a ceramic. The one downstairs is one of those like oil radiator electric. Really expensive. I could get another ceramic one. It's cheaper, but doesn't work as well. Loud. I don't know what other option I'd have. But anyway, I'm gonna go do that. So it looks like this might be a couple day thing. Oh yeah, and I also did figure out that, so these are the sizes they'd be if it were to be the way I designed it. If I make these a little bit longer, following this line, but keep this the same, then I'd be able to essentially twist it, and then I'd get the diagonal bend this way and the bend this way that I was looking for. So I think I'm going to do that. Because as I put the pieces on, like, I'll be able to twist it into the right place. So if I do opposite pieces, I'll be able to figure out how to center it. But that's going to have to wait. I'm starting to feel silly about doing this now because life goes on. I got issues with my car, with my apartment, with my body, with this, that, and the other. But this is, having a little project is like, it keeps my head above water. I just thought I was recording and I wasn't. I'm on my way to Walmart now. Bobcat, looked like a cap. It was pretty husky, had a really short tail. So that would be the first bobcat I ever saw, or wildcat, or whatever they're called. nest egg. That's what I envision Carlos Castaneda says we look like. Kinda. I got my heater. I'm on the way back from the Walmart with my heater. I got the exact same kind I got last time. I got the protection plan. I think this is the 3rd year I've owned that heater, so I'm home with my new heater. Orion's belt's up there. Not sure if I can get it on my phone.